Rob, Vagabond Tours has been in existence now for over 15 years, offering small group, multi-activity and cultural adventure tours of Ireland. Tell us how it all started.
Well, it first started when my wife Amy and I were travelling in Africa. We were offered the use of a Land Rover, and we went off exploring South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe. And while we were there, we saw a lot of overland tours, safari tours, and thought that, well, maybe there's a gap in the market back here for a more adventurous type of product.
Very good. And there was nothing like that at the time in Ireland?
No, not really. There were activity tours for cycling or hill walking, and then there were the more conventional coach tours. But there was nothing which combined several activities like horse riding, hill walking, cycling, kayaking, and then threw in a lot of history and culture as well. Which I think is really important. Obviously, Ireland is a very interesting destination for people, and the culture is key. And I myself have a degree in history, so it's a bit of a passion of mine.
It sounds like a real labour of love.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the best job in the world. Our company motto is "It beats working."
Very good. And Vagabond Tours range from 6 to 12 days. And which is the most popular length, and what markets do you get most traction from?
Well, the average length of a tour is actually sort of 9 days, 8 nights. So it's a combination of the 7 and 8 day tours, and then the 11 and 12 days. The 11 and 12 days cover all of Ireland, so that's a very popular choice. The markets that we seem to perform best in North America, so the States and Canada. And they are by far our biggest markets, and then Australia and some from Germany too.
Great. And those long haul markets, the States and Australia and the like, they tend to stay longer and spend more when they're in Ireland, so it's a very lucrative market to tap into.
Yeah, I think so. As long as they get good service, they're prepared to spend, yeah, very much so. And they love the product and they love the destination. And
therefore, can we assume that most of your marketing and promotion is done in the States?
Well, a lot of our marketing is done online. So we are quite unusual in the fact that we are mainly B2C. So 90% of our business would be direct to the consumer. So we spend a lot of time on SEO, social media, and it does particularly work for the North American market. We do work with travel agents and tour operators as well, especially in Germany. There's more conventional booking patterns, but most of it is online.
And having that direct relationship with the consumer must be very valuable.
Yeah, I mean it's vital. Obviously, it's great for margins, but also for the communication with the customer. So we can make sure that customers really get all the information they need before a tour. We don't do a hard sell. We think it's very important that the right passenger is on the right tour.
Great. And you also have another brand, another concept, Driftwood Ireland Tours. They're a little different, a more relaxed experience. Tell us a little about those.
Yeah, so the Vagabond Adventures and the Driftwood Tours both cover similar areas. But back in 2011, we realised that there was a need for a less active version of the adventure tours. A lot of people were coming on tour, and they wanted the small group and the off-the-beaten track, but they didn't want the activity, and they wanted a slower pace of tour. And so we developed Driftwood. And again, the main differences are the vehicles. So the Vagabond uses the four-wheel drive Mercedes and Land Rover vehicles, and the activity levels and pace of tour. So there would be no sea kayaking or hiking on the Driftwood tours. There'd be more free time. It'd be a more relaxed pace, whereas the Vagabond is quite an upbeat pace, and it's boom, boom, boom. Do one thing and then move on to the next.
Yeah, and you're multi-award winning, of course. You've won the Best Adventure Experience at the last 2 Irish Tourism Industry Awards. That must be a great validation for all the work you do.
The ITIC Awards have been fantastic. No better accolade. And I believe we're the only organisation to have won 2 awards.
You are.
So that's fantastic. And I think really when we won the second time around, people really kind of looked up and it really kind of helped to put us on the map. We've also won the National Geographic Traveller magazine in the States. We were awarded one of their top 50 tours of a lifetime in 2013. So that was huge for us as well. And then we have amazing customer reviews. So we got to 300 reviews on TripAdvisor without dropping a star. So
excellent.
That was pretty amazing. And we seem to be pretty much continuing that record as well. So we work a lot on consistency of the product to make sure every tour is fantastic.
Yeah, it's all about quality, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's all about quality and consistency, and we put a lot of time into recruiting and training the right guides. We have a very detailed and extensive program of training, and I think we've got one of the best teams out there. So.
Great. How's 2017 looking, and kind of what's the forecast and the feel for 2018 at this stage?
2017 is very strong. We've good growth on last year, very good occupancy, and again, reviews seem to be great so far in the season. We have a superb team in place as well here in the office and on the road. 2018, we're just starting to get the trickle in now for 2018. But yeah, fingers crossed it'll be strong.
And I suppose that North American market, with the increased air access across the Atlantic and so on, has to play to your strengths.
Absolutely, increased air access, good exchange rate, very strong. So hopefully that will continue.
Great, long may it continue. Rob, thank you so much, and best of luck for the year ahead.
Thanks very much.